the first victory of the season. The first of hopefully many more. We'll give our thoughts on the games, injuries, cuts, and signings. This is much more live with Aaron and John.
The Commanders are undefeated, dude.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, John?
Yo, what's up?
Excellent. Welcome, everybody, to Harry Hog Football, episode numero 556. Oh, my little graphic got messed up. I worked hard on these graphics and see my little episode sign is a little off for some reason. Up there.
Oh, man. The graphics look good, dude. I think they look nice and updated. Pretty clean. Put our names. I see our names are under our windows. That's
in case people forget who we are.
It looks like you got a hairy hog on your hat, dude.
Dude, this is my Aloha pig hat that Suzanne got me. I wore it when we played at World Fest with our Hawaiian band. Anyway, I thought that, we can only embrace holding on to the past as long as we can, but I thought this stuff would reflect the team a little better on our layout here. Not that...
A little bit better than those Washington State mugs that they were selling.
So, apparently, dude...
What the hey, man? What the hey?
According to Pete Haley, that was an official team truck outside of the stadium selling it. And I saw your comment that maybe they put all their old crap in that truck. Or, mistakes.
Yeah, because if you looked at the picture, which was with the whole picture that was circulating the internet, you can see next to the mugs with the Washington State and the Washington W that was on top of Washington State, not Washington, D.C., Washington State. But to the right of them, there were shot glasses that said Washington Football Team. So I was like, maybe this is like the closeout truck.
Yeah,
but that was an official truck. It was right outside the stadium, like on the sidewalk outside the stadium. It wasn't like out in the it wasn't like on the mile walk from the up that long hill.
Yeah. It
From
wasn't
the tube
off
station
property. It wasn't at the edge of the parking lot. It wasn't at the edge of the parking lot with the dude.
Yeah, it wasn't off property.
Beanies and stuff. Dude, that you can't. I wouldn't buy the fact that it's the discount truck or anything like that because, last time when we were there last year for the Tampa game, they were still trying to sell Dwayne Haskins jerseys on sale for $89. Remember?
That's true, and that was in the nice store inside the stadium itself. Dwayne Haskins. The Steelers put Dwayne Haskins' number on the back of their helmets this year. I think it was number 3.
Did they? Well, that was nice of them.
They did. Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
Welcome to everyone that's in the chat room. That would be Chen in Nova Scotia, CJack17, 3Pete. And is that it for now? I think that's it right now. I haven't. You know who we haven't seen around?
Huh?
Kenny Ken. He hasn't been around these last few weeks. He'll be back once we get a few.
He hasn't been around, but he's been commenting.
Oh yeah, he has.
Yeah, he's been commenting and stuff.
Let's get into this because there's a lot to, as the young ones would say these days, unpack about this game. Overall impressions, dude. What are your
we won because we scored more points than the opposition.
Yeah, which was your key to us winning before the game last podcast. The key to the game is that we have to score more points than the other team if we want to win. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, dude.
It's a W. And W's come up huge. And
it's still a win is a win.
Doesn't matter who you win against, as long as you win more games than the Cowgirls.
Who lost their quarterback again to another injury.
He's fragile, man. He's fragile.
He is fragile. He is. I saw today Jerry Jones, breaking news on ESPN. Jerry Jones says Dak Prescott may only miss 4 games. That is Jerry Jones trying to get I don't know. I don't know.
Wishful
I have a
thinking?
feeling that their ticket sales, like exactly. I think their ticket
Pilar.
sales like totally stopped after that happened last night. Like people were just like, "Well, here we go again."
Who's their backup?
We know the feeling.
Who's their backup? I didn't even watch that game because I hate the Cowboys so much. I was like, I'm not watching this.
I almost never ever watch the Cowboys.
I just hate the
Like
sight
Cowboys
of them
and
makes me physically
Eagles.
ill.
I might as well just like, yeah, I might as well just hit myself in the head with a hammer.
I hate them so much that it makes me physically ill to watch them play.
That run sucked.
Seeing Ezekiel like doing it, you know what makes me throw up? Seeing Ezekiel Elliott get a good run and then do that like I'm lapping up something like eating food thing that they do. You know where they're like,
oh, yeah.
That makes me.
I think that means
ill.
to feed them more. Feed them more.
Is that what it means? Because it makes me sick when he does
it. It means to feed them more. It's like if you're eating something out of a bowl like cereal or something, and you're just like, I want more. I want more.
That's what it means. I didn't know what it means.
Kind of like your household because you had like two brothers, so the three of you guys would be like, I want more.
Mama roasts pizzas. Like the cheapest pizza they had.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
We got Mama Rose. Cooper Rush.
2 for $3.99 at the grocery store.
I think that Bill DiNucci guy or whatever his name was, that last year that we just beat the crap out of that guy and the team. I think he got cut. So I don't know who they have. He really sucked though.
Wait, Cooper Rush.
Anyway, my thoughts on the game. Do what?
Cooper Rush is his name? Like, I've never heard of this dude. That's the best backup they could get? Is he any good?
I've heard of him, but...
Is he any good?
It should be like Cooper Pass. Well, that's their starter now, according to CJack17. So...
Well, dude, I have to say, if he doesn't come back for 4 games, aren't we playing them in week 4? So his first game back would be against us.
I think so.
If he comes back in 4 weeks. Well, no, if he's out 4 games, he'll be back in week 5. That's after us.
Yeah, we play at Dallas on the 2nd of October, 1 o'clock on Fox.
Well, there's no excuse for us not to kick their behinds. After you've seen the offensive weapons that we unleashed on the NFL this weekend. And we can go into all that.
That's what I want to talk about. We finally got to see a little glimpse of Scott Turner's offense and see exactly what you can do when you have really good people. It looks like we have really good people in all 3 spots. Curtis Samuel picked up that Bob Dennis Richardson, whatever that guy's name was that sucked for us for 2 years and got cut, who had the same number. Paul Richardson. He picked that guy up and threw him off a cliff and showed exactly what he could do when he's healthy. And he kicked rear end for us.
He kicked some behind, dude.
He kicked some behind.
He showed us. Man. We were writing him off. Pretty much everyone in the Discord was writing him off.
Yep. You mean our Discord room? That's all Redskins fans?
Yep. And you can go there at tinyurl.com/HarryHF.
That's HARRY, Harry.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Curtis Samuel. All right. That dude, man, he just came out. What did we even really have a running back? We had 2, like him and Antonio Gibson were basically the running backs, but then they were all going out for passes from the running back position. Like one big long pass to I think Antonio Gibson was him just running out from the running back position and no one covered him. He just went up the field on like a opposite of a post pattern, like a slant to the outside. Got like 12, 15 yards. I think it was him. It was either him or Samuel. But it was like we played without a running back, kind of. I don't even know.
We kind of did. This was the most Carolina Panther-esque I've seen our offense do from when Scott Turner was there before, down there. And it was kind of exciting because we had running backs that were doing like McCaffrey kind of stuff out there, you know. Antonio Gibson did not fumble. Actually, the person who fumbled was Curtis Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Gaining yards, you mean? Seeing an offense
that gains
yards?
Our number one draft pick, the guy from Penn State that has great hands, he sure does have great hands. He caught 2 touchdowns.
Oh, dude.
2 in his first game.
Not only that, but did you see
Jerry McCormick just...
Did you see on that first touchdown that Jahan Dotson had? How fast he snagged that out of the air and put it away against his chest before anyone could knock it out. It was like 1/10 of a millisecond.
Yeah.
He was like, and had it in there and got both feet in. That dude.
We got him.
Oh my gosh, he was excited.
We got him and we got Scary Terry out there.
Scary Terry, dude, he's so. I don't want to how do I say? I don't mean any disrespect to my favorite player of all times, Art Monk, but Scary Terry has some very Art Monk-esque ways about him. In that 2 plays where we really needed a first down because it was at that point in the game where if we had to punt, it was going to be bad. He got like a third and 8 where he was short and fought and got around people and got that first down. That was early in the game. And then, of course, the 49-yard touchdown that we needed. Both of those plays were clutch. And
that's super Art Monk-esque, man, by far.
It's like you need something clutch, go to Scary Terry. That's who you're going to. And he'll get it done.
Yeah.
He knows where the first down marker is. He knows he's got it. Dude, what about that 49-yard pass from Wentz? It was perfect. In stride.
Okay. Carson Wentz, dude.
Let's talk about him.
We 100% got to see the best of Carson Wentz, the worst of Carson Wentz, but then the best of Carson Wentz again. Like we were winning 14-3, and then suddenly we were down 8 in the fourth quarter. He was like, all right, 49-yard pass. I think that was for that pass, wasn't it?
Yep.
I think it was. So, I mean, just and look, we all love Taylor Heineke. I have a Taylor Heineke jersey. But this is just watching Carson Wentz just like zing that ball down the field, like 50 yards on target to the guys, if not throwing it over to the guys, because every one of his passes that were incomplete were all overthrown.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the guy zings it. It does. There is no like lame duck like floating around there like what. It's just like, oh, you need the ball 50 yards downfield. Boom, just zings it right down there. It's very nice to see. It's like your quarterback went away to like football summer camp and came back and you're just like, whoa, dude, you've grown.
Yeah. I mean, Firefly's got a point, dude. It was the biggest moment, the pass to Terry that lifted the whole team. Yeah, we needed it because we were sucking at that point.
Dude, Art Monk in Super Bowl 22, what was it, like 4th and 21, and he got like 23 or something like that? It's exactly the same kind of play. We have not had that guy really since we had Art Monk. Not someone like that. Not someone that's this good. And we've got him locked up along with Jonathan Allen.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we also need to talk about the defense.
Dude, the defense was pretty much exactly who they were last year, but we did have some bright spots.
We did. I know that the Jaguars, they dropped a lot of passes.
Yeah, they did. They dropped a touchdown. Their running back, Etienne, he was wide open and he dropped it.
Man, it was nice to see Etienne out there doing that after he missed his first year. Because that guy's pretty good.
Yeah, we got some lucky breaks, dude. We got some really lucky breaks.
Yeah.
And like people in the chat room were talking about, we played this crappy team and we can't get too excited. I look at it as kind of like
Right.
a extra preseason game. If it takes us that game to get everything going and back together and we still got a victory out of it, fine. Like, I mean, the offense looked good.
Yeah,
The
man.
defense, dude, Kindle Fuller sucks this year.
I don't know about this year. I don't think he's really been all he definitely has not been great at all, like before or in 2.0 in this version of him. But he had a bad game, and he's had a number of bad games. I guess with with quarterbacks and safeties, every time they have like one big mistake, it's a really, really big mistake. It's usually like a touchdown or something like that.
Dude.
So I guess they get called out more than other people, but man, Kindle Fuller, it's a bad day.
Dude, he gave up a 49-yard pass, and he got a 15-yard pass interference penalty that I remember.
Yeah.
And I just remember early in that game going, he's getting my kick. Oh, I just gave it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, the linebackers are who we thought they were. I do remember a few good plays from Jam and Davis that surprised me, but what about the bright spots on the defense? What about that Forrest dude?
Derek Forrest, didn't we cut him?
No, he was a rookie last year, and I think he was either on special teams or on the practice squad. I think he made the team last year.
That's right. We cut Kalike Hudson.
Kalike?
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
It's Kalik, dude.
I thought it was Kalike.
I think it's Kalik. I don't know. All that matters about that is
Yeah, really.
Yeah, Fuller is supposed to be like our top corner, and he had a rough day against the Grit.
He's really our second corner when you think about it, because William Jackson III is supposed to be our top corner, and he didn't have a good game. He gave up a touchdown too.
Dude, pull up the stats. I need to try to pull up the stats because I haven't even looked at them, and I would like to comment about them. I know we did a lot better on third down offense.
And I would like to comment on them.
I know we did a lot better. I know we did a lot better on third down offense than we have in the past. Like,
that is very true.
The offense seemed competent, and we had a plethora of people to go to, and it made me happy to watch. Especially the first half. I was getting concerned. I thought we were going to go up 21-3, and then that fumble happened, right? And then it went all downhill for like 2 quarters for us. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, crap, we're back to our old ways. I thought our conditioning must be bad, and we've like blew our wad, and we're done playing for the day. And then all of a sudden, Carson Wentz pulls out that 49-yard touchdown, and we're back into it.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you say about that dude? He could have proved that he was who everyone's saying he is by not coming back, by sucking the whole rest of the game, but he didn't. He fought back, so you got to hand it to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, and also I want to talk about, because I always hate on him, and you already mentioned it a little bit. Scott Turner, he did one thing that made me upset when we got a little lead, and he got cute with that double reverse that didn't work, that we lost.
That lost us like 10 yards, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, I got angry about that because he either does one or two things normally when we get a lead. He gets super conservative, or he gets cutesy.
Cutesy.
And he got cutesy.
Just like his dad, man. Jeez.
But he snapped out of that. And the reason why I wanted to bring him up is because I don't know if this was him or if this was Wentz, but when it came down to that 3rd and 8 at the end of the game, and we pretty much had to get a first down because it was going to be a long kick, and our kicker hadn't even kicked a field goal that day, Sunday. It was like, I don't want this to come down to a long kick to get the win here. Not only did he not throw a 6-yard pass that a receiver had to try to fight to get the extra 2 yards for, or a 4-yard pass, Dude threw for the whole touchdown, like 20-some yards.
I was like, that
dang,
play.
he grew a pair. He grew a pair, dude. He was like, forget this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my hat's figuratively off to
size 7 hat.
Dude, you love
Sorry, size 8.
I know you love this hat, dude. It's got a little rope too, like the 80s little rope at the bottom.
like Magnum PI.
Yeah.
The original.
It's not as big as the 80s ropes that are like 3 times the diameter, but you know. All right, I've got the stats, dude.
By the way, the pig on there is probably, after that was done, they probably like strung him up and roasted him on a fire.
Oh yeah, dude, in addition, Derek Forrest, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Derek Forrest, yeah.
He also sealed the game with that pick at the end. Do not forget.
That was a big. That was probably the play of the game right there.
Dude, he also is the guy that remember they were driving down towards the end zone, and he's the dude that put his helmet on the ball and like knocked that fumble back like 10 yards at like the 15. Remember that?
Yeah.
He had a great game, dude. I'm excited about this guy. So who can we cut if this guy continues to play well? Derek Forrest. He had 5 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 2 passes defended, and an interception, dude.
That's a good game. That is a very, very, very nice game. We had a number of people who had really, really nice games. It's going to be a little bit tough to figure out exactly who's going to be
the game ball.
Who's going to have a game ball,
dude? It's a good problem to have, dude. If you're having a hard time deciding who you're going to give the game ball to because there's so many qualified candidates, and you're having a hard time finding someone to give the kick to, it's a good day.
It is. Absolutely.
But yeah, and this is what I was thinking towards the end. Well, at the end of that game when I was all giddy because we came back and won, and we had 4 touchdowns. First of all, I heard that the last time a quarterback for our team threw 4 touchdowns was in, I think, 2015. Is that correct? And it was Kirk Cousins. 2015. And they said the first time.
Yeah. Well, dude, look who we had, man. We had butt fumble for like 3 games.
Dude, we had Josh Johnson, butt fumble. I'll never forget that game in 2018. It was like the last game of the year, and me and Josh were in Tennessee on like a business trip, and we were staying at this Airbnb, and we're like, we got to watch this game. And it was like, it was raining outside and cold in Tennessee, and the game on the TV was just fitting for the weather that day. And it was just bad. Remember? Like,
oh yeah.
So bad. So bad. But oh my gosh, 4 so the last time we had a quarterback throw 4 touchdowns in a game was supposedly in 2015 with Kirk Cousins. And the first time we had a quarterback open a season with 4 touchdowns, I want to say they said it was with Billy Kilmer.
Kilmer? I think they mentioned some stat about Billy Kilmer, but it might have been when they were talking about, because they put Mike Bass in the Redskins or Commanders Ring of Honor around the stadium, and he's the person that ran back that touchdown to keep Washington from being the only Super Bowl team ever to be shut out. Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah,
but, dude, the game just got me so pumped up, dude, that all I was doing afterwards was running around the house singing the fight song that just pumps you up so much.
The real fight song, right?
Commander.
I heard the song in the background a couple times during the game, but one time I swear that I heard that much what you just did, and then I didn't hear it anymore. So I don't know if they like cut off some microphones in the truck or whatever.
It's because they were already on to the next play by the time she finished the first line of the song. Hail victory.
It sounds R&B, but they've also got like a little bit of like go-go music in there at times as well. So, man, I don't know.
I still haven't heard a recording of the song. Just
the recordings have been bad.
Have they?
I mean, it's like slower. It sounds R&B. It's got some go-go music in it as well. None of these. It's like when Prince wrote a fight song for the Vikings. They're like, oh, okay, Prince. I mean, I know you're from Minnesota, St. Paul, all that stuff. You have a studio here. It's awesome. He's like, yeah. And they said, so what's the song? And he did the song, and he did like play a version of the song, and it was slow, da 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 da, like that. And I was just like, no one wants a fight song that makes you go to sleep.
Nobody.
So
but enough about that. We have enough good things to talk about.
Yeah, so that's the problem with the fight song, but who knows?
The crowd in the stadium was actually kind of loud. And
was kind of loud
rooting for our team. Of course, I don't think Jacksonville has any fans outside of Jacksonville, but anyway,
they have a few. But yeah, I think all of them used to be in the military, and all of them probably were stationed in DC at one time as well. Like, yeah, I used to work there. You can go to a game up there.
Or they're stationed there now.
Yeah, really. It's a big base, that's for sure.
Dude, I want to go back and touch upon Carson Wentz for a second. Just looking at the stat line. Remember, he's rated 34th.
Touch away.
He's the 34th rated quarterback in the league under people like C.J. Beathard.
C.J. Beathard, who was on the sideline for, who's he play with now?
It doesn't matter. Let
Carolina?
me point this out. He's so bad.
Maybe it's with Jacksonville.
If Carson Wentz is so bad, listen to this stat line here.
Yeah.
He was 27 of 41, which is 65.9% passing rate. Not bad.
Yeah, he is with Jacksonville. Sorry. CJ Beathard was with Jacksonville. That's what he was on the other sideline. He was on the other sideline, this guy you're talking about, who is better than Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
According to the survey.
And if he is better, then dude, Dallas might want to go out and get him as their backup because he's better than our starter. Anyway, 313 yards, averaged almost 8 yards a pass, not bad. His long was 49, 4 touchdowns. The 2 picks, of course, are not good. And according
one of those picks, though, dude, one of those picks was by what was that guy's name? The dude from
Trayvon Walker, the overall
Trayvon
first.
Walker, who just turned around, reached behind him. The play was going that way. He turned around. He was working against an offensive lineman. He turned around, reached backwards with one hand. The ball hit his hand and just stuck to it because everyone has Dick's gloves. And he just grabbed it with the other hand and then pulled it in. It was a really athletic play for like a defensive end guy. I don't know. I think most Commanders fans were probably just like eyebrows raised, like, wow, that was an athletic play.
Yeah, but the other one?
So that one, most guys cannot do that. What he did in that play. Most guys can't do that.
The other one, he looked his receiver and the guy just jumped it.
Yeah.
The other one was
bad. The other one was bad. And so that's what I said earlier, where I was just like, we saw the best of Carson Wentz, then we saw the worst of Carson Wentz, but then we saw the best of Carson Wentz again. And
according to ESPN's quarterback rating was 101.0, but I think you said that this is some other rating that's not what we're used to. I don't know. Now let's look at
what does it say? What does it say? Does it say it's
101.0? It just says RTG. Doesn't explain how
RTG is not what they use.
What do they use?
I'm looking on
on ESPN. That's all they got.
QBR.
Well, I don't see QBR. What's RTG? Passer rating.
I don't know. It's some ESPN. They probably get it from the Elias Sports Bureau.
They make it up. But
QBR for Carson Wentz, according to Yahoo, was 101.0.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's the same as the RTG.
Huh.
So that's pretty good. We've had games
so
where
what's
our quarterback
RTG
had like
supposed
12.
to stand for?
Because
QBR is quarterback rating. So what's RTG? RTG sounds like a color setting on televisions.
Dude, I don't know. You know who would know? 3
Josh.
Because he pores through all these stats so he can win these fantasy leagues. He should know what it is. I'd like to say I did get a huge victory this week with after being joked for taking Josh Allen in the first round.
HHFFFL.
He got me 40 points. So
having Josh Allen was fantastic. Yeah, nice.
Anyway, I think he scored way more than Kenny Ken's quarterback after he joked me about it. Kenny Ken had Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers was
beat down.
He got hit. I saw that hit you were talking about. He got hit, and after that, he really kind of wasn't the same after that.
Okay, back to this. This is my second point about Carson Wentz. He threw it around to one. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9.
6 receivers, receiving people with multiple catches. We only had one dude. The only one dude that didn't have multiple catches was Armani Rogers, and he had that big one for 23 yards.
Armani.
Antonio Gibson led. Nope. Samuel led the team with 8. 8 receptions, dude.
And how many times did he run it? Let me scroll on up a little bit. Curtis Samuel ran it 4 times. 17 yards.
Yeah, that's not too impressive. It's But you know who ran it once for negative 10 on the Kinsey play? Jahan.
Jahan. It's like the one bad part of his game.
Wasn't his fault. It was a play call.
Oh, yeah. You know who I'm wondering? Because we're going to be without that rookie running back, Robinson, for the first 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
J.D. McKissick only got the ball. He only had 3 rushes and 3 receptions in the game. And usually he has more, but Antonio Gibson got the lion's share of that instead. So I wonder if he's just like, man, I should have gone to Buffalo. They just beat the crap out of whoever they played last weekend.
Yeah, they did. But he might not have wanted to go to Buffalo. He might be set up in D.C., has a bunch of friends in D.C., and Buffalo's cold as balls, dude.
Buffalo's cold and gets a lot of snow. A lot of snow.
Dude, before we go too far, I mean, we didn't talk much about the defense, but you know who else had a huge game on defense? Duron Payne.
Duron Payne had a great game, didn't he?
Yeah,
Thank goodness he did.
Jonathan Allen, before he got injured, was playing really well, too. Those dudes were holding down the fort in there.
Yeah, no lie. I listened to the Junkies this morning, and Jonathan Allen's on there. He's going to be on there like every week.
Is he okay?
And they asked him about it, and he just said, groin. They were like, did you have an MRI? He was like, yeah, it's not a big deal. And they said, what was it? And he says, groin.
That means he got kicked in the nuts.
like that catcher from the Nationals that got the ball in the nuts. Oh man, he's on the 10-day disabled list.
Dude, I'd be on like the 50-day disabled list.
I was about to say, I hope he doesn't get transferred to like the 30-day. That's not good.
What are you supposed to do?
Well, in baseball, you're supposed to wear a cup, so I hope he did.
I started to talk about this before I started piling into the stats columns here.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of this game, when I was so giddy and I started singing the theme song, and then I forgot what I was going to say, I was thinking about how great could it be when we get 2 people back we're really looking forward to having back week 4 or 5, and that would be Brian Robinson Jr., who destroyed it on the run, and Chase Young.
Because Logan Thomas came back week 1, which I thought was pretty unbelievable.
And he had a good game.
And he had a good game. You could see he had a leg brace on under his burgundy pants.
Yeah,
but he was still. I mean, I wonder if guys don't like to play with those, but you see like offensive lines in college, lots of colleges, not all of them there, they have to wear those. It's like you've got armor around your legs.
Yeah. Dude.
But anyway, Logan Thomas, he came back the first week. This is pretty amazing. And he had a good game. So, I mean, I don't know. It was very, very impressed that he's already back, and very impressed that he wasn't back and just like gimping around for like 3 plays and had to go out again, because that's such a Redskins thing that to happen to the team.
Yeah.
Same thing with Curtis Samuel, and neither one of them seemed to have any ill effects at all. The only person that really had a problem was Mathis.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Fedarian.
Yeah, Fedarian. So he's on the
He's done
reserve list. He's supposed to be done for the year
meniscus
because he tore his meniscus.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that because a lot of times people tear the meniscus and they're out like 6 weeks or give or take, 4 to 8, I guess.
Not big.
You hear about those baseball players sometimes, but like that, I mean, that dude's like two and a half John Adamses.
He's tore a big meniscus, dude.
That's a big meniscus on a big leg. And that's a lot of weight.
Big tree trunk.
That guy's like 330, 340. He's just a really, really heavy guy.
That's a tree trunk.
So it's like when Joe Salavea like tore that muscle in his foot. That just had to hurt so much.
That was right after he signed my socks.
He did sign your socks. That was fantastic.
I did want to point this out before I forget.
Yeah.
Jack Del Rio was also dialing up a lot more pressures than we're accustomed to.
Yeah, it was.
And it was helpful, like we've been yelling for the last 3 years.
I thought it helped a lot.
Dude, we caused like, I think we only had a couple sacks, like 2, but there were at least 2 intentional groundings.
There were two intentional groundings, 2 sacks, a lot of hurry-ups, a lot of balls that sailed or didn't go to where they're supposed to. Duron Payne tapped 2. He tapped 1 and batted the other one down.
They were getting in there.
I don't know. Everyone was getting. The defensive line was doing pretty well in this game, even though they were rushing pretty hard on us. But
against
how many
the
yards
pass,
did we give up in rushing?
Against the pass, our defensive line was doing well. And also our offensive line. I don't remember when anyone, like, how many sacks did we give up? 1 or 2? There was no one that was getting beat like consistently, and we had different.
No. Yeah. And the biggest thing was like Scott Norwood. Given 2 penalties, 2 plays in a row.
Who's Scott Norwood?
Having a penalty 2 plays in a row. Scott Norwood. What's his name?
Who's the heck is that?
The offensive lineman.
I thought Scott Norwood was the dude that missed the extra point for the Bills.
Oh, maybe that's Norwell. Hold on. Who is that guy?
The Norwood dude. That guy that missed the extra point for the Bills.
Andrew Norwell. Okay, yeah.
I don't even remember seeing him in there. What number is he?
He's number 68. He had 2. He had a penalty 2 plays in a row in the 4th quarter, I think, and that was very problematic because we were trying to control the ball. But other than that, I don't really remember the offensive line having too much trouble. I think Cosme gave up 1 sack.
Dude, listen to this.
Huh?
We were 70% efficient on 3rd down on the offense. 70.
Okay.
When's the last time that happened? Oh my gosh.
1990s? Early 1990s? Not the late 1990s, the middle 1990s. Early 1990s, I bet.
It was really refreshing to see 4 touchdown passes. I don't remember the last time I saw more than 2 or 3.
That had to be the year with Garcon and Sean Jet nipple grabber nap just Sean nipple grabber nap. What's his name? Jackson. Of course, Jackson.
Deshaun nipple grabber Natmius. That's the name of this episode, dude. Sean nipple grabber Natmius. Dude, I mean, all right, I'm giddy over this win, but there were some things that we needed to clean up. Like, an NFL team should not be able to win if they have 3 turnovers, and we were somehow able to overcome that and get this done. Because that first one was bad, though. We were about to go in and score. We were about to go up like 21-3. They had all the momentum.
I think pretty much all of us were watching that going, dang it, Antonio Gibson. Oh, wait, that's not him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But then I can't even give Samuel my kick because he came back and like had a great game otherwise.
He had a fantastic game.
He made up for it. We had almost 400 total yards. Is that correct?
Man.
Dude, we had the exact number of yards as Jacksonville. Can this be correct? Yeah, they had 62 offensive plays for 398 total yards, the same as us.
Really?
Yeah. They had 0 kickoff returns. We had 2 for 44. They had a lot more penalties though. Dude, they had 13 penalties for 90 yards.
They really shot themselves in the foot for that game. Between that and the drops, man. But that was a really good game for us to have as our first because obviously we've been kind of at the same level as them recently, especially.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it was a great warm-up. Because now
it really was a great warm-up.
We've got Detroit in Detroit this week. Right?
In Detroit, that's right. 1 o'clock on Fox.
I'm hoping we're underdogs. Because we do better when we're underdogs. Anyway, we should get into our games and kicks, dude.
We're plus 2.5 right now.
So we're underdogs. By 2.5.
I think so. That half point.
Underdogs.
All right, so
you know what else made me mad? Oh, the Giants coming back and winning. They went for it on 2. They've got like Dom DeLuise as their coach now. I'm like, who is this guy?
The cabbage and the lettuce look the same.
Dude, they went for they went for 2 at the end. I mean, he grew a sack, and they went for 2 and got it. Saquon Barkley was tearing up. Who were they playing? I don't even remember who they were playing, but Saquon Barkley was destroying them. Like he was.
Yeah, he had a really great game. I can't even remember like let's see, Giants. I can't remember
Titans,
like
you.
Man.
Yeah, he was.
At least Dallas lost.
I mean, Dallas is alone in last place.
And the quarterback got a broken thumb.
After all the pundits picked them to run away with the division, as always.
Which is funny because they were doing the pregame stuff, and everybody, like 7 people, voted for. I don't even remember who the Cowboys played.
They played the crap.
I know. We're getting old, man. We're getting old. Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. With old man Brady. Did he actually make it to the game? Because wasn't he like off with family issues, or no one knew why he wasn't showing up at training camp?
I heard he was out of training camp like for an excuse, like vacation with his family. And I'm like, well, he has more Super Bowl rings than anybody, so I think he's allowed to do that.
On the planet. He's allowed to not practice.
He doesn't need to practice. He's just like, sorry, I just can't reschedule this. It was really make my wife mad.
Oh,
I just have to miss preseason.
Dude, 3-peat is saying that the Eagles are the darling of the pundits this year.
Oh yeah, the Eagles are the darling. They're most people have said the Eagles because the Cowboys, I mean, they lost a couple great people. Their line is really falling apart now, their O-line. So really people are looking at the Eagles and consistency going on there. So we'll see.
Hey, dude, I just realized that we got a voicemail.
Ooh, we did.
Can I play it?
On the hog line?
On the hog line, which you can reach at 202-735-1788. And if it's good and I remember to check it, then guess what? You can get it on the podcast. So let's go ahead and see if I can get this on here. I'm going to play it.
Well, do you want to double check it first,
No, it looks fine. I'm looking at the Google like dictation or whatever, and I don't see anything bad in there. So
okay.
Let's see what happens.
We do have children that listen in the background.
I'm trying to play the message. Let's see if it comes on. I don't know if it's actually coming on here or not.
Yeah, I can hear it.
I don't know if anyone else can hear it, though. Are you guys hearing this? Oh, they can hear it.
I hear it.
Okay. Can't hear it on YouTube. Interesting. That's weird. Anyway, if they can't hear it on YouTube, we better, like, I'll figure this out for next week. But anyway, I'll figure out that sound problem for next week. They can't hear it on YouTube. And
They can't hear it. I could hear it on here. That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, Chen in Nova Scotia just said a reason to join us here on Discord.
Yeah.
Tiny URL.
Or I'll try to get it, make sure that I can get that through there for next week. But anyway.
Gotta wiggle the wire.
Dude, talk about something for a second. I think I do. Well,
we're going to start working on
we'll get the game
we got to go kicking the balls first.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that first, and then, yeah, let's do that.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
The Kicking the Balls Award is brought to you, as ever, by our good friends at Ridapoo.
Ridapoo-poo-poo.
For all your septic needs, call Ridapoo.
Ridapoo-poo-poo.
Oh
my goodness, who?
I know who mine's going to. I've already said it. I've already disclosed it. It's going to number 29, Kindle Fuller, because he was not playing very well against the Jaguars. I've already said it. 15-yard penalty. He gave up a 49-yard pass from the grit.
Yep.
So that's who's getting my Kick in the Balls award. And I had to take that one because it was difficult for me to find another one. But go ahead, dude. Good luck.
Well, I'm going to go see the other side of the defensive secondary and give my Kick in the Balls to William Jackson III for the same thing. You suck, man. You're supposed to be awesome. But the problem is he's not really playing the scheme that he thought he could play in. So
yeah,
we'll see what he does. But so far, yeah, I thought year two we would be doing better. So we will see.
Dude, guess
what? I'm giving a shout out to Percy Butler because he got burned on one of those touchdowns. On every game I've seen him play in so far, including preseason, he gets burned for a touchdown in every single one.
Dude, this just in. I've got the voicemail, I think, where everyone can hear it. I'm going to play it. And someone in YouTube needs to tell me if they can actually hear it or not. All right, ready? Here we go.
What up, Josh, Aaron, John? This is your boy Hogskins. This is my third time. I think it's my third voicemail. I know one was played on the podcast. The second one wasn't. Well, that wasn't really, for you guys to put on the aired on the podcast. I just wanted to tell you guys a little something. But anyway, man, it was a good win today, man. I'm happy. I really thought, for a minute, I'm like, come on, dude. Like, Skins is going to lose again. I'm like, to Jacksonville. Like, come on, dude. But I'm glad they pulled it off, man. Look pretty, everybody, pretty much looked good. Gibson didn't fumble. Glad about that. What else? Wentz, those touchdown passes he threw to Dotson and Terry McLaurin. Except I didn't want Terry McLaurin, man. That was right in stride, dude. That was nice. But anyway, I just wanted to call and just say what's up to you guys and, just say I'm happy we won, which we should have won anyway. And anyway, before I go, I was thinking about a few podcasts ago when I think you guys were talking about the fight song, and and John said something about it. It sounded like a Whitney Houston concert, man. That was so funny.
Yeah.
Funny, man. I meant to call in right then
right there.
And leave a voicemail about that. I thought that was so funny when John said, it sounded like a Whitney Houston concert or something. Dude, that was hilarious. I just wanted to mention that. I just thought that was hilarious. I just wanted to let John know that was funny, dude. I was cracking up when I heard that. So anyway, all right, man, I'll give you guys a call after the next game, hopefully with another W. All right, man, y'all take it easy.
So anyway, that was our friend Hog Skins calling up the old school way. And you also, dude, I found this out too. If you go to our site from our new host, which is anchor.fm/Harry Hog, you can click on there and leave a voice message and they'll send it to us. Bam!
Oh, wow.
Right there. And I was like, whoa, it's like a built-in hog line. Why did we used to have a website? Such a pain.
Yeah.
Anyway. So anyway, thanks to Hog Skins for calling in.
That was awesome. And you guys call the hog line. The hog line always goes to voicemail. Always goes to voicemail. So you don't have to be like calling and waking up Aaron at 3 a.m. or, Josh being like, what?
Usually it's people. Back when people called it more often, they were usually venting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They couldn't. They didn't have anyone to watch the game with to vent with, so they would call and leave messages on the hog line. But anyway,
yeah. Which you can do too. We're not gonna,
you can vent. You just
can vent.
Get it played.
Yeah, you may not get it live on the air.
Dude, Chen in Nova Scotia is giving his game ball to. Let's see, it kind of came up on the chat room on the live feed. But Chen in Nova Scotia is giving his kick to 3 people, our linebackers, so that's 2 of them. The scrub announcers who hated on St. Juice, and lastly, David Mayo. Dude, I remember David Mayo had a good play. I thought he had a good play at once, but it was really that Wise dude, Daniel Wise or David Wise. I was like, is that Mayo? Oh, no, it's Wise. Okay, well, that's who Chen is giving to. Anyone else in the chat room want to give out a kick real quick before we move forward?
Oh, yeah, our announcers. We had NASCAR and
Robert Smith from The Cure.
Robert Smith from The Cure, that's right.
Friday, I'm in love.
I'm dying.
I don't care if Monday's gray. Tuesday's blue and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. 'Cause Friday, I'm in love. Dude, we gotta be careful. We sound just like them. We're gonna get a copyright strike from YouTube. This music's copywritten. Okay, 3-Pete is giving his to Wentz. I can't believe Chen in Nova Scotia gave his to Robert Smith of The Cure. That's such a random kick in the balls award.
No, but NASCAR was bad, man. He sounded like he's like I don't know. I think it's starting to affect him in the head.
It probably is because he's listened to so many cars driving around the track.
It's driving around the track so many times.
Anyway, that's a lot of kicks. Robert Smith also played for the Vikings, and he was the front man for The Cure. Okay.
Really?
They were hating on Benjamin St. Juice. At the beginning of the game, I was having some issues with my feed, so I may not.
Oh, that's right. I
may not have saw that part.
Man, I never thought Robert Smith, he looked more like a soccer guy to me.
He looked more like a synchronized swimmer to me. He does synchronized swimming.
I'm in love.
Friday, I'm in love. In synchronization. Isn't that an
They probably
Olympic sport?
made so much money. They do. They still do that, yeah.
Do you watch? Is it at like 2 a.m. on like the Golf Network on the Olympics?
On the Olympic Channel.
The Olympic Channel. Okay. Let's move in. Is he still talking about David Mayo? Oh, I do remember that tackle.
Yeah, I remember that too, man. Like when they scored the touchdown, like when they took the 8-point lead.
Yeah.
And like it was like as soon as we gave the ball away there, I was just like, oh, they're gonna run it in and score probably on this first play. And there were like 4 dudes that bounced off of him. Just an amazingly
he said it was
bad
Cole Holcomb. Sorry, I thought it was
piece
Mayo
of defense.
Yeah. The linebackers, we've already said they're not good. Like they apparently according to Al Galdi, like you don't need good linebackers anymore. I don't know how
Some teams really don't use linebackers much anymore. They really don't. They get like 1 or 2. So we just need to upgrade ours and just get a whole like stable full of defensive backs.
Well, we have that, and it's not helping, dude.
We need more. We always need more cornerbacks and safeties.
We need 15 dudes on the field at once, and 2 of them need to be linebackers. All right. So you know what that means then. We've exhausted this.
Oh yeah.
It's that great time.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right, you go first, dude. You go first, because I have a plethora of people to choose from. A plethora.
Oh man, they're.
Oh, before you get into that, 3P.
We really have.
He's saying how trying not to upgrade the offseason at linebacker was crazy. I will admit when I'm not going to say wrong, but remember I thought we should have got Devin Lloyd with our 16th overall pick. And
oh yeah.
I'll just say that the guy we did pick 16th overall had a much better game than Devin Lloyd did.
Yeah, that is true.
Anyway, okay.
Man, there's a lot of people to look at for
3-peat. Come on, dude. There's a system you have to follow here. You can't give out your game ball before we do. I'm gonna have to mute him in the Discord room. I'm gonna mute him. Mute for 5 minutes.
It's like a penalty in hockey.
It's a penalty. 5-minute penalty in Discord.
Oh man.
I think I can do it. I'm gonna see. He'll get so mad.
So anyway, do you think it's soccer / football that they should have like a yellow and a half yellow, half red card where a person has to sit out for 10 minutes, but then they get to come back in, kind of like the hockey penalty box or something like that?
Yeah, it's like that. I'm pretty sure you can mute someone. I don't know
That would be
good, of course. It says I can delete his message. Oh, here it is. I can block him. I don't see where I can do that. I'm not going to do that.
All right. Well, while you're blocking our listeners, man.
He's saying, let's go, boys. Okay. He's saying, stop goofing around. I mean, Chen's got some treasure to find up there. Now, let's go. Let's get this going. Give your game.
All right. There's so many people I could give to, but mine's going to go to Jahan Dotson because what a great first game. The only blemish was that double reverse negative, whatever the heck that was blown up.
Not his fault.
And that wasn't his fault. Not his fault at all. Jahan, I mean, I don't know. There's a bunch of people to give it to, but man, I think definitely made a great impression in his first day. His first day at work. His first day at real work.
All right. There's so many people that you can give one to. Derek Forrest is a good one that 3-peat gave, so I'm glad he gave that one. I'm going to give mine to, and I don't know, this may be a first on Harry Hog Football. I'm going to give mine to a dude that actually fumbled.
Oh, no.
What? Curtis Samuel.
Oh, I thought you were going to say somebody else.
Curtis Samuel.
But you've already given it to that person before.
We've never given it to Curtis Samuel. He's sucked.
No. I thought the person I was thinking of. The person I was
I'm giving
thinking
it
of.
to Curtis Samuel, a guy that fumbled I'm saying I don't know if we've ever given a dude that fumbled the game ball award. And I am giving it to him because besides that fumble, dude, oh my gosh. How many people watching that game around the country, as soon as he started tearing it up, started going to their fantasy league like, does anyone have this dude? Because he sucked last year.
And the answer is no.
He was good, dude. He was amazing. Anyway, that's who I'm giving mine to.
Yeah.
I almost gave it to Carson Wentz for showing...
Yeah, me too.
Showing up the haters somewhat and battling back after he had a bad streak there. So, but I'm giving it to Curtis.
Logan Thomas was very effective in the game. You know, he gets a shout out as well coming back from injury.
Terry McLaurin was solid with a 50-yard touchdown.
Oh man, always.
Anyway, all right. Who else? Who's giving their game balls? We've already got 3 Pete's. Chen in Nova Scotia is giving his to. Drum roll, please. Do I have a drum roll sound effect on here? I don't think so. Oh, wait. Do I have a drum roll? No, but I do have a... David Mayo! Chen in Nova Scotia? David Mayo! Oh, no, he's giving his to Chase Rollier. Okay.
Oh, yeah. All right.
He managed the game and took control of the O-line, and yes, the O-line did play solidly, and I'm thankful to people like Chen in Nova Scotia for, standing up for those dudes in the trenches, like the center Chase Rollier and the favorite player of his, David Mayo, on defense. You're right. Wentz had all day.
Chase Rollier is a very, very good. Yeah, it's a really good choice. Man, I'm wondering because I know he's not the captain of the O-line, but if he's in there like taking control and like a center usually does, that's a leadership quality as well. So it's something that because what is he in, like his 3rd, 4th year now? Let me look him up.
Did we have any holding or false start penalties in this game? I'm asking because I don't remember any.
I
remember most of our penalties on defense.
Oh, geez. Chase Rollier is in his 6th year. I remember he was out of Wyoming, the Wyoming Cowboys.
I've always liked him. Dude,
Chase Rollier is
Did you even see Brandon Scherf
solid, man. Brandon
Scherf.
Yeah, I was just about to say, speaking of, Brandon Scherf is on the Jacksonville Jaguars because they gave him the biggest paycheck. It's fair. I have nothing else to say about it.
I'm trying to find out what penalties we had. Is there a place that shows the penalties that you had? You have to go play.
Did I get cut off?
I can hear you. John can't hear me. I can hear you.
Oh,
dude.
I can hear you now. I was like, did I get cut off?
Wiggle your wire.
I wiggle it.
Just a little bit. Or Alabama ball. Anyway, we should let these people get on with their evening, don't you think?
Yeah, it's about that time. A lot of good stuff to talk about in this game. Great first game for us.
Oh, I got to give my precarious prediction for next week before we go.
Oh, yeah. Do you have music for it?
No, I'll get that next week. But you know what I do have? I think I have the graphic. There it is. Aaron's precarious prediction. I'll get some music for this next week. I mean, I did a lot of work on updating the logos and things this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy those.
You did. I like it. I like the little DC. I like the flag, motif up in the corners and right below me. Yeah, 3 stars, but in burgundy and gold.
I also changed our Discord server.
Nice, dude.
All right, here's my prediction for this week. We're going into Ford Heinz Field, whatever it's called, up in Detroit in the Dome.
Oh, what are they called? They're like named after
Heinz Field. No, Ford Field.
Ford Field. Heinz Field is in Pittsburgh, although it's not Heinz Field anymore. It's like, I don't know, some
Three River Stadium.
NutriStarter. Yeah, Three River Stadium.
Anyway, we're going in there, and who's their quarterback now? Jared Goff, who got cast off from the Rams. And is that right? Anyway,
Yeah, man.
it doesn't matter because here's what's
Yeah,
going to happen
yeah.
in this game. We're going to continue where we left off on defense. We're going to start lighting it up from the beginning.
All right.
We're going to start off with a 49-yard pass for a touchdown to none other than Jahan Dotson. And we're going to follow that up with a 55-yard touchdown pass to Terry McLaurin. And then Curtis Samuel is going to get one on his own. And the defense is going to play better this week and only going to allow 10 points. And we're going to come out of this game in Detroit from the score 28-10. 28-10 Washington.
28-10.
Remember, I'm 1-0 in my precarious predictions this year. 28-10. You can take that to bank. And all the pundits said that we were going to lose.
Take that money to the bank.
So there you go, my precarious prediction: 28-10 Washington for me and the team to go 2-0 this season.
2-0.
There it was. Anyway,
All right, we'll see. We'll see how we do because it used to be Detroit's one of the teams we always beat, and recently we have not beat them.
yeah, it was like, you know,
Although I think the last few times we played them, they had what's his face, the guy that's in the Rams now, Matt Stafford. Anyway, dudes, come check out Harry Hog Football. You can check us out at tinyurl/HHF.
you can reach us on Twitter at Harry Hog. You can send us an email at hhfpodcast@gmail.com. And you can join our Discord room, which is where most people hang out. If you're not, that's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, you know,
We're
we're on YouTube as well. Although we just, you know,
We're on YouTube as always, and we've got added to all other kind of places recently, like Amazon and junk like that. So we're pretty much anywhere you want to podcast. Spotify.
That's where I listen. It's on Spotify.
We also have uploaded video on Spotify that I upload after we go live. So the video will be on there also. Anyway, hail to the Redskins football team Commanders. And if you see a Cowboys fan this week, you know what to do.
You know what to do? Joker!
Bye.
Hey, yo, if someone can get one of those Washington State mugs with the W on it, I really want one.